Alright, so y'all know what time it is. It is tier list time. So I've been waiting on this for a while now myself, and I finally got the time to make this. So before we start, as you all know, let me just set some ground rules, which are this tier list is based on my opinion. Yeah, and I've been playing for like 1.5 years, so if that matters to you, so it just means that I'm experienced. I know what I'm talking about. So, and if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'll let you guys know. So, since I did the last video, we had 14 complete characters, 3 high techs, 2 physical, 2 psychic, and 3 weapon characters. So, just a point of reference how much complete characters there are milking. So, yeah, I haven't been able to keep up with them. So, yeah, let's just start this video and yeah, okay, so this is gonna take some time, and actually I'm gonna go get some water first. Hold up. Right, I have it right now. Okay, so I have water. Let's just go into this. So I'm gonna start with the complete characters, of course, and Boros, I'm gonna put him in overall best. I am doing the old characters again, which I did in the previous video, just to see if my opinion has fluctuated or not on these characters. So yeah, so first of all we have Boros. I'll put him in overall best. To be honest, he kind of fell off, but in story he is still useful, and you'd probably use him on your Force Unite team, and he doesn't necessarily need Limit Breaker or anything. I don't even remember if he has it. Okay, so now we have Watchdog Man. I'll put him in top tier damage. You can still use him in PvP. In story too, you can kind of use them in story, but your best bet is going to be using Terrible Tornado and Golden Ball, unless you're above, you're in the four people range, so like 4 teams. I think that's chapter 32. So now we have Zombie Man. I will put him in top tier tank. He's still great for PvP as well, great for story mode too, so I'll put him in this category, top tier tank. Next up we have this guy. I have no idea how this guy performs. Like, I have never seen him in PvP or anything else, so I'm gonna keep him here. Okay, so the characters that I don't really have an opinion on, I'm gonna keep them over here, and that's kind of for you guys to decide. So Gaketsu, so I'm gonna put him in PvP heavy, so you definitely need him for PvP. You can also put him in overall best or top tier damage, but he is awesome for PvP. And he's great for story as well because of his damage, but you do need his plus 10. So this is something I should have mentioned before the video started, is that I'm gonna consider Limit Breaker and everything the character itself has to offer when making this list. So I'm not gonna make Kuketsu, I'm not gonna build him. It's just way too much trouble for me, and I don't care about complete characters, Limit Breaker. So next up we have E-Sonic. He's gonna go in PvP heavy. We all know why. He's great for PvP, and he can like stun your back row, so let's keep him there. Awakened Vaccine Man, he's gonna go in PvP heavy as well. I don't really see him in PvP as often, but you can still use him in there, but there's definitely better options. And you have Valentine's Animais. So this guy was slept on when he first came out, but the next time he came out, a lot of people went for him, and Valentine's is approaching, so if PvPs are focused, I definitely recommend going for him. And you don't necessarily need his Limit Breaker either. I was just cracking up. Okay, so now we have Atomic Samurai. His Limit Break, his Spirit Hall, it makes him crazy. But still, I wouldn't go out of my way just to build his characters. There are better options for complete characters. So honestly, I'm just gonna put him in top tier damage. He's just a fun character, in all honesty, so I'm gonna keep him here. You could use him for PvP, I guess. Pig God, so he's going in tank. He is so tanky. Like, I've gone beyond Extreme Trials 700, and he is so hard to face. Next we have King, easily support character. He can also go in PvP. Garo, I've never really seen him being used all that much ever since Bloodthirsty Garo came out, but I'm gonna put him in PvP heavy because you can definitely use him there. Same goes for her. So she, Xmas Child Emperor, Terrible Tornado. She's gonna go in PvP. And Gunriki. So I don't have an opinion on her. I know she does a lot of debuffs and all. I don't have an opinion on these two either. So these three characters, they're the most recent completes, right? But I've never really seen them being used in PvP. I guess that indicates that the game is dying. We all knew that before as well. So the game really is dying. So I don't have an opinion on these characters, like the old 6 of these. And Suryu, I know he's good for the boss damage. I wouldn't necessarily call him a top 5 because of his stun. And you can't like really fix his stun with Limit Breaker because it doesn't offer that. So I'm gonna put him in. Okay, I don't have a category for boss. Okay, so let's just put him in damage, I guess. So there's like a boss character. I would definitely put him there. You could use him on your second Force Unit team. So Bloodthirsty Arrow, this one's insane. I'm gonna put him in overall best. So he's above everything. And this doesn't mean that Boros is above all these characters too. I just think he's overall a really nice character. But Bloodthirsty Arrow, he's great too. You're gonna need him for Extreme Child, Story, even the boss, and PvP. So he's insane. If you can get him plus 10, I was gonna go for him, but I didn't because I can't get him plus 10. That's like 4 plus 7 characters. So now we have him. This is Metal. I don't really know much about him, but I know people who went for him. They don't necessarily regret it, and they do say his damage is great. So I'm gonna put him in there. And now we have Auto Mosquito Girl. So the character with like literally no effort, but she is really good. So I'm gonna put her in top tier support. It's because of you don't need her Limit Breaker, just need Talent 30 Legendary. You should be good. And okay, Awakened Boar. So I guess you could put him in top tier damage, but you're not necessarily gonna see him in story or PvP unless you're like highly over leveled. So to be honest, he doesn't really fit any of these character categories, but I will put him up here instead of putting in decent, because if you can really get him up, he is nice, but he's not gonna replace your typical nuker like Terrible Tornado or Golden Ball. So now we have Giro. He is support, I guess, but like Awakened Boros, he's kind of slept on, and for the right reasons, because you don't really want to build this character because he's not going to replace King at all. So, and now we have Flashy. He is insane. I'm going to put him in PvP. He does single character damage, but regardless of that, he is just crazy good. So if PvP is your focus, I would go for him, but you do need Limit Breaker and all that. I hope I've been mentioning Limit Breaker and Spirit Fall for all these characters. Okay, next up we have her, Summer Hellish Blizzard. I would put her in, I guess you can put her in support. Again, you're not going to see her used in PvP. Maybe in like global tournament team of like Bazooka or Ashley, but they're just putting it there for fun. Yeah, you're not going to see her in PvP. So next up we have Anniversary Genos. I'm going to put him in top tier damage, and this basically means that, actually, you know what? I'm going to put the boss characters on the right. So let's just do that in the top tier category. So these two are great for boss. I use Anniversary Genos. He's definitely a top 5 character. For him to be better, you do need his Limit Breaker, but he's not gonna slack without his Limit Breaker either. So just throwing that out there. And we're done with complete characters, except these 6 characters. I have no idea how to perform, but they're not particularly some characters that I would say stand out to me. So these 6 characters, don't know what to do with them. And now we're gonna move on to high-tech characters. So that took me like, what, 10 minutes? Oh my god, this is gonna be a really long video. I'm gonna go get some water first. Okay, so let's continue. High-tech characters. He is fodder. So I know you could, I guess theoretically, you could put him in situational or bad overall, because if you're gonna need to maximize your essence, or yeah, I guess essence, you are gonna need him to be 5 stars. Like that goes for any characters that you can get to 5 stars. But when it comes to his performance, he's definitely fodder. Mycoplasma, she is insane. I love this character. So you can use her for boss too, and you can use her in PvP as well. She's just a game changer. I would definitely go for her. And we have him, Xmas Child Emperor. He goes in here as well, top tier damage. Magic Trick Man, he sucks. I think this category is gonna be fast. So I didn't mention Limit Breaker for these two. Mycoplasma, you don't need Limit Breaker. Same goes for Child Emperor, you don't need the Limit Breaker. Myco, I did get her +7 because the -10 rage is nice, and I didn't really have a character in mind that I want to work on for the +7. Now we have G4. So this guy is insane. If you guys remember, Koff had his G4, I believe, +10, and it was insane. It destroyed teams. So he really built his character, and he knew what he was doing with him, and he did win. I believe he came like first in his division a few times. I don't quote me on that one, but this guy is insane. Unfortunately, Koff stopped playing because this game is going to shit. Okay, so now we have Dr. Genos. He's not necessarily support. I put him in fodder. He's not going to replace anyone in your high-tech team for trials, nor you're going to ever use him in story or anything, really. Armored Gorilla, I guess you could put him in tank. People have been using Armored Gorilla and Rhino Wrestler for Elite Showdown, so they can make their characters like extra tanky. They put Spirit Hall, +10, Talent 30, and that helps them to like make the battle longer and just win. So for defense for your Elite Showdown team, I guess he'll be nice, but I wouldn't go out of my way just to build this guy. Other than that, he goes in fodder. It's just because of Spirit Hall and all that jazz that he's getting the top tier tank spot. So Blue Fire, he's fodder. Let's get him in there. Actually, I'm gonna have to squeeze this category because there's gonna be a lot of fodder. So let's do that. I hope this video quality is a lot better than the other one. I've expanded this Photoshop template by like 4 times, so the characters should be easily visible. Let me know. So Genos, you don't need his +7, but he is insanely good when you do get him +7. I would highly recommend getting him +7. So he goes in support, of course. Metal Knight, I guess he's decent. I'm not gonna give him top tier damage. He's good for early story, but honestly, I put him in decent. That's good enough. And Child Emperor, he's gonna go in support, even though I hate him. He's gonna go in support. So these 3 are the new characters. Summer Zombie Man, he is a boss character, definitely goes up here, and he's top tier damage. Chicago, he's fodder. You're not gonna need him. Shove him there. Death Gatling, he's insane. I definitely recommend getting him to +7 if boss damage is your focus. So these actually, yeah, let's just put them in. Yeah, I'll put these are obviously all fodder. I'll put them in here later. So let's move on to physical characters. So okay, so first of all we have Bang. You can go in damage, I guess. You will use them for physical trials sometimes, but the thing with physical characters is that you don't really use them anywhere out of physical trials. That's it. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Bob, he sucks. I'm gonna give him fodder. I know he ults like everyone when he gets to a certain health, but I'm just gonna put him in there because he's not that good. So this guy, I had him Epic Plus before, and I used him as fodder. I kind of regret it, but he is pretty good for your physical trials. Deep Sea King, he'll go in here as well. And Lightning Max, he's kind of situational, to be honest. Not really support. If you know how to use him, you can still kind of use him like Auto Mosquito Girl, but you do need his special, unlike her. So Beast King, he is fodder. Let's shove him right there. Furi Prisoner, I guess you could put him in support or damage. He does have good damage too, though. Tank Top Master, definitely a tank. And Semi Mask, he is support. I guess I should have had a healer category, but I guess support falls under that. Carnage Buddha, so he is good. Uh, it's not necessarily there for damage, but I guess he can be tanky. I don't know, but he's definitely a must-have for your physical trials. Alloy, he's support, and Rhino Wrestler, he's extremely tanky, which is annoying. So he's gonna go in tank. This guy's fodder. He used to be so good. He's fodder. And I haven't even put anyone in battle overall. Okay, interesting. Actually, I'll put Bomb up there. I kind of feel bad for him. So I'm gonna put him in battle overall. And okay, Terrible Tornado. So she is overall best. You could put him up there or in top tier damage. Doesn't really matter. So Sky King, he's fodder. This guy's fodder as well. The plant. Xmas Hellish Blizzard, she is amazing. You're gonna use her in PvP and story and trials. So she's amazing. She's PvP heavy as well, but you won't see Awakened Mosquito Girl as often. But she's definitely good. Limit Breaker would be nice on her, but you don't really need it. Unless I guess you are focusing for PvP. In which case you need it. So PvP heavy, I'll give her that. Glory Best, so he's awesome for debuffing. I don't really know where I would put him. I guess top tier support, but he's not really a support character. He's there for debuffing. So I guess debuffing can go in here. So I'm gonna put him to the right. And Sky King, he's fodder. Of course, Combo Infinity, fodder. Vaccine Man. You can use him in early story, I guess. I used him in early story, he was pretty good. And Mosquito Girl, so she's kind of situational. You really need to know when to use her. So in Psychic Trials, if your aim is to get, someone silenced, you're definitely gonna have to use her. Because she is not reliable with her silences. Xmas Hellish Blizzard. She does silence, but not as often as Mosquito Girl. Malzigard, he's definitely a tank. It's gonna go up in here. Geishup, he is support. I only have him +7 because I don't really think he has much of a purpose, but a lot of people use him, so I'm gonna put him up there. Hellish Blizzard, not really support. I guess she's decent. I do hate her to give this spot though. Yeah. So she's, I guess, I'm kind of torn about her. She's good for early story, and Psychic Trials earlier. But I'm gonna put her over there. We have Phoenix Man, he's going in there. Don't really have an opinion in Chose, but he's not good either, so I'm gonna put him in fodder. Alright, this category is done. Now on to weapon category. So this guy is fodder. Aaron? Forgot how to say his name again. Blue Fire is pretty good. You do need him +7 though. So I'll put him in. I'll put him in sport, I guess. Don't really know where to put him. This guy is fodder. So this is the Easter Golden Ball. He sucks. Don't go for him. Lightning Genji. He's okay. Honestly, I'll put him in here. Actually, I guess I can put him in here because of his rage. Because he does take with 10 rage, I guess. I don't know. Now we have V Lily. Valentine Lily. She's gonna go in here, obviously. She's not a top 5 character for a boss anymore. I'll tell you guys this much. But yeah, she's still good. Martial Gorilla. Obviously top tier tank. I'm kidding. He's terrible. He's extremely tanky when on the other team, though. I'll tell you this much. Okuma Tachi is great when it comes to damage. I'll use her as my 5th. I have her 5-star, so I'll use her 5th weapon character. Bushy Drill. To be honest, he's kind of bad. He's not that good. Small Man. He can be extremely annoying, but he's not gonna do much damage when on your team, especially. Spring. Spring, I guess, is decent. Like, he hits a whole entire row, I think, column. I don't even remember, but he's good. I'll definitely give him the spot, and this is because of, I'm not gonna lie, I gave him the spot because of my friend 100 Eyes. He always used this character as his avatar. So kind of as a respect to him, I'm gonna give him at least decent. Okay, so that was kind of biased, but you know, what you gonna do about it? So I'm gonna put Golden Ball. Actually, I'm gonna put him in overall best. Actually, no, top tier damage. You do need his Spirit Hall maxed for him to ult first round, so you can get 20 rage and then ult. But you know, he's still awesome. He's your second best nuker, I would say. Stinger. Stinger he's okay, to be honest. Not that great, but I will probably get a mythical when I get the chance. So Subterranean King, he's gonna go in fodder. He sucks. Sonic, he's great. He's gonna go up here. Metal Bat, he's amazing. You're gonna need him for early story. I still use him for story sometimes when I used to play story. I used him. So top tier support. I really like Pluton because of his shield. You know, a lot of time you're not gonna use a fifth character for weapon characters, or I guess the fifth character is kind of situational, and I think Pluton would be the good fit for top tier support. And now we have Moomin Rider. I'm gonna put him in up here because he's actually not that bad. You can use him sometimes for your fifth character in weapon category, but yeah, you do need his ult. Super S, yeah, this character sucks. I'm gonna put her in bad overall. Okay, so we're almost on the tier list. Just gonna shove these guys in here. So high tech characters. These guys suck. Just put them in here. The same goes for these guys. They suck. Solari Moomin. And Sluggerus, he's not really top tier sport, let's be honest. But you're gonna need him and Eyelashes for early story. For early story, these guys are good, but after that stage, you're gonna have to move on. So you're never gonna use these characters. Triple Staff Lily, Frogman, Mole Man, or I guess Ground Dragon, and Sky King. They're fodder. So all these golden characters, don't need to worry about them. They're easy to come by, and you can use them as fodder. Okay, this tier list is actually looking kind of neat, but these 6 characters I'm still torn about. I don't know where I would put them, but for the sake of the video, I am gonna try my best to put them in some spot. So Current Kudo, I'm gonna put him in decent. Don't know where he belongs. I never see this character being used. Gunriki, I guess you can put her as a debuffer. How do you say her name? Gunriki? Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. These two, I feel like for them to be good, you're gonna need to have them on the same team, because they kind of have that synergy where if you have them on the same team, you have like some extra skill thing going on. So I don't know where I would put them. I'm gonna shove them in decent as well. They're not a game changer character, these 3, so that's why I'm just giving them decent. Same goes for these guys. Actually, Bang does a lot of damage, so I'm gonna put him in top tier damage, and him I'm gonna shove him in here. So there you go. So there was only 6 characters that I was unsure about, so before everyone goes crazy on me, I should make that clear. Okay, so that's the tier list. I think this is gonna be a really long video, but yeah, thank you all for watching. And a huge shout out to Jo. He actually let me use his account because he has all the characters unlocked in the game, so I was able to get these screenshots. I don't even have half the complete unlocked on my account, so I had to use his account to get these character templates. So a huge thanks to him, and yeah, thank you all for watching. And the tier list, it is finally here.